So a lot of you probably do your marketing strategies very systematically. Now, is this right or is this wrong? We're going to be talking about the power of emotions when it comes to marketing. So, I'm sure we've all seen Britain's Got Talent. Someone goes up there, they tell the audience and the judges that their nan has just died and their hamster has leukemia. And they go sing the shittest song and everyone starts crying. Now, you may be thinking, why the fuck does that happen? And why do people do this? Why does it work? The reason it works is because that song, no matter how shit he sung it, it had a meaning behind it. And because it was a sad song, therefore, it kind of triggered the audience to engage at a higher level. This is the power of emotions. Yes, technically, not really a marketing strategy, it's on Britain's Got Talent, but it is a form of emotional manipulation to have a gain with an audience, which is pretty similar to the power of emotions within marketing.
What this means is we can build a much deeper connection with our audience by tapping into their emotional state, and therefore they are going to like your model more. Does this have to mean that you're actually building a relationship in terms of they're falling in love? No, it can be something like anger or happiness or make them laugh. Any kind of emotion, any kind of deep emotion that you can bring out of them is a plus in marketing. If they don't subscribe from it, or if they're already subscribed, if they don't spend from it, what that's going to do is just leave an imprint on their brain that when they next feel this emotion is going to subconsciously tap back into your model's marketing.
Exactly. Because marketing is great when you think systematically. 9 reels a day, 3 different accounts. Oh, I've got to do it at 6 to 8. All of this. Now, the main reason that's all good. It's great. That's kind of what you want to be getting. But if you just do that, then you're not really going to have any conversions. And I'm sure a lot of you have worked this one out so far. Now, people give you a recipe because it gives you reassurance. You think, 3 reels are going out today at the prime times. That means I'm going to get a return. That's not necessarily correct. If them reels go out, once again, with no kind of emotional attachment to them, it's like someone going on the Britain's Got Talent show or X Factor and singing a shit song and then leaving. Everyone's pretty much forgotten. However, you talk about your hamster with leukemia before going on the stage, everyone stops crying. And that's the emotional attachment behind it. So how do we get that emotional attachment to these, let's say, reels or content that you're going to be putting out there?
So similar to the hamster with leukemia, you have to kind of have somewhat relatability back to the audience. So someone who cries about that hamster with leukemia has probably had a hamster with leukemia in the past, or, they have somewhat attachment to that topic. Therefore, we can target emotional behaviors via certain niches, let's say. So let's say they have an attachment to football. There you go. That is therefore creating somewhat emotional attachment. When you talk shit about their favorite football team, they're going to cry about it. They're going to be more emotionally attached to that specific reel or story or tweet or whatever it is you're doing. But it doesn't have to be a niche as per se. It can also be an event that they relate to, such as you find out your nan's got cancer. That is an event that happens, and it may happen in a real model's life. I'm not saying actually post about your nan having cancer on your story, because that is slightly unethical and may bring out the wrong emotions, but it's just an extreme example of what may entice the audience into responding or having somewhat connection to that announcement that your nan has cancer.
Yeah, let's not go too extreme when it comes to examples. We'll try to relate, well, I think we already have, but let's try to relate back to something more realistic. So, a model is posting something about her day-to-day life. Everyone, let's go to the shop. So your model is talking about going to the shops. Maybe there's a certain thing that you do all the time when you do go to the shops, like forget to bring your shopping bag or something fucking stupid. So in the UK, you've got to pay 50p. So let's say you've got a very high UK or British audience. You say, I've just been to the shop, forgot my fucking bag, have to pay 50p, that's ridiculous. Post that in your story. Now, although that isn't that interesting, these little nerds are going to be like, yeah, I know exactly what she means. And if you make it quite aggressive and assertive within the story post, let's say, or even a reel, then people are going to kind of feel your authenticity through the post and kind of engage with you, because it is a relatable post which triggers certain emotions which people have obviously had triggered before. So this is how you're going to be able to interact with a story post, because it's really, really easy for people to then respond, because literally it says send a message at the bottom. So that's how you can kind of engage with a story post or a reel with customers. Now, another great way is obviously pissing them off or making them feel some sort of emotion. Like Carl just said a minute ago, football fans, very easy to piss off. Gamers, very easy to piss off. People like that, triggering moods in people. A great way to be able to get views, because people are going to watch it or comment on the post, etc. So views and interaction. And then 2, conversation starters. If they disagree or they agree or whatever, have an emotion towards a specific thing you've posted, then they're either going to interact or respond to your post, because for some fucking reason it means something. And pixels on the screen is clearly their main priority in life, because they don't see anyone in real life because they're in their mum's basement.
Another way you can develop a emotional connection with an audience is by giving authentic opinions, whether this be on politics, for example. Let's say your model is a Trump supporter. Not only are Trump supporters going to jizz all over your model, but also all the Biden supporters are going to come over all angry and they're going to give you free engagement. Not only that, but they are, especially if they're an OnlyFans customer, they're going to actually get off on the fact that they're buying OnlyFans content off of a Trump supporter, because it's almost like going against their morals. They're getting off on the fact that they're going to the other side, or, you know, being a bit naughty with their political opinions and supporting a Trump supporter. So no matter what the opinion is, whether they agree with it or not, as long as it's a controversial opinion that not everyone would share online, that is enough to actually bring new people in and also keep people engaged.
So this is extremely important when it comes to AI models, because AI is very hard to create a personality just from the content that you can generate using AI, such as the small videos and the images. But if you're able to put stories behind it, or story posts, or reels, or anything like we've just discussed in this YouTube video, then that's going to bring a personality towards a model. People are then going to be able to engage and interact with this model on a humane level, which obviously AI it has, but is very hard to present. So it's extremely important to be able to present these personalities within your AI model's accounts on social media, to be able to engage and bring in that audience to then convert them across to FanView.
So that is emotional marketing. Now, marketing is one of the main struggles when it comes to AIOFM, OFM, or business in general. Now, how can we help you further with marketing? We do sell a course, and we also have the largest community within the AI model space. Therefore, we're all sharing ideas and advancing together with different marketing methods and sharing what is most successful with each other. Marketing is a very, very big part of not only the course, but also a big talking point in the community. So if this is something that you commonly struggle with, or you would like to just find the newest marketing methods to keep on top of, make sure you check out the description and invest money into yourself and into a community where you can find out more information and enhance your models.